I really apologize. Um, so I hope everyone is having a great evening. We're about to get started here very, very, very shortly, actually, right here in the next couple seconds. So just give me a minute. And I hope you guys have your questions ready, and I hope a lot of you going to, hit that subscribe button, of course, and get your question in there. And even if you subscribe and then unsubscribe, it doesn't matter to me. Um, so there, that's what we want. Hey, Black Cat. Okay, so first things first, for some of you, before we get started, I do want to, acknowledge that the storm that's in Florida right now, um, and the storm that is in Florida right now, and I know some of you are watching and are in Florida, so I really want to give props to all of you to that are going through that storm right now, Hurricane Ian. And I really want to really send good thoughts and good prayers to every single one of you. I know that storm. I've been actually following that storm all day long when I've been at work. So, you know, um, really want to send some good thoughts and good prayers, and everyone else here in the room too. Good thoughts and prayers to every single one of you, of course. All right, so I want to start. Tina had a question first because Tina's down south. So if anybody else has a question, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, and we will get you going. Okay. So, all right. So, first things first for Miss Tina. And also, Miss Tina, if you lose power, you lose connection, don't worry about it. You can rewatch, of course. So it'll be within, the first couple minutes of tuning in this video. All right. So, all right. So I know you had your question written down and you also wrote it in the chat. So, all right. So, Miss Tina. Okay. So, Miss Tina. All right, Miss Tina. So, to answer your question, okay, um, to answer your question, I feel like the two of you, I'm going to say this right now. I kind of feel like the two of you bicker back and forth. And I also feel like he's like, ha ha, I'm right. I'm right, you're not right. Like that's the kind of vibe that I feel with this right now. Cuz I kind of feel like there's a little bit of small, there's like some details, not small details, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's kind of just like little things kind of adding up. Okay. I feel like, and when it comes to the two of you too, I kind of feel like you try to back off just a little bit. Um, and I also heard that I feel like he's very stable as well. I feel like he's a very stable individual. Um, And I also feel as if the two of you have this huge cycle that I feel like you guys go through a lot. And I feel as if this cycle is like it's kind of like a test a little bit. All right. But I feel like you should acknowledge a lot of the good things that he does. Because currently, right now, I just keep hearing a little bit of small bickering back and forth. All right. That's just one of the things that I hear right now. Okay. Um, I hope I didn't lose Tina, but if we did, it's not a big deal because I completely understand. All right. Um, so he really comes across to me as a very confident individual. He really comes across as someone who carries himself with confidence. It's kind of like, they know that they'll be good with or without you sometimes, okay? And I feel like it comes across that way, but I feel like it's I think it's misinterpreted a lot, okay? Um So I don't really feel like there's another energy involved, but I do feel like, it comes across as if this person is, it's like they're good either way. Okay. Um, what I feel like you should kind of start doing if you are in fact questioning the relationship, I think that you should really pay attention to a lot of the good things about this relationship. Because the reason I say that is because our focus upon everything wrong in the relationship, you're going to have more of those things. All right. It's not about if they're a good person or a bad person, um, you know, this and this or that. Okay. You can have a lot of compatibility with somebody, in the same sense. But I want to say is there's a lot of aspects of the relationship that you should notice. And if there's more things that you're noticing that are not right, then I feel like that is something that you should take note of. Hey, Bubsy. So if Tina is still here, I hope that this answers your question. Okay. By the way, Zeke is in the room right now. He might make himself known. Okay, so let me see. I want to see who's next. I probably should bring this closer because I can't see I can't see people's responses in the chat. I'm blind if you guys haven't noticed. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Tina, I hope that answers your question. All right. So Zeke the man. Okay, I think he left, but I'm sure he'll be back. So, all right. Okay, so I see Tina's question. Lisa. All right. Lisa's next. Ended a 17-year relationship. Should I fight for it or move on? Okay. All right, Lisa. All right, Lisa. Getting to Lisa next. Lisa and then Black Cat. So if you're new coming in here, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and we'll get you in there for a question. All right. And then when you ask your question, it's gonna be in the chat, okay? So, you know, all you gotta do is hit the subscribe and ask away. Okay. But I think I am gonna be doing like 5 or 6 people. Hi, Signa. I feel like I always say it wrong. All right, so we're working on Lisa's question right now. Lisa, and then Bub, and then I'm sorry, and then Black Cat. Bubsy probably has a question too. Okay. All right, Lisa. All right, Lisa. "17-year relationship." 17-year relationship. So can I need to ask you a question first of all, Lisa. Um, are you just simply afraid to start something new because um for the most part are you really just afraid to start something new? Because I mean, because I feel I feel like, I feel like there's pushing and pulling. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of feel like, whenever I push, they pull, and then whenever they push, I pull, and then, I kind of feel like it's something to that aspect. But right now I feel like there's too much. Not really, just don't want to give up. So, when it, I need to I need to explain this because um for the most part, for the most part, I mean, a 17-year relationship, that's a really long time to be with somebody. And that's a long time to give up too. So Zeke wants to talk too. But um I think he wants to give you a hug. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to continue. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay, sit down. Just sit right there. So I know you're afraid of trying like something new, which that totally makes sense because it's a 17-year relationship. So for the most part, like I feel like there's what I feel like is, see, that's something that I feel like a lot of people kind of understand but don't understand. But when it comes to fighting for a relationship, it's all about being in alignment with that person. So if that person is not in alignment with you, you're going to feel it. Okay. But the way that we manifest relationships is being in alignment with being in alignment with them, because a lot of times when we want something, they're not going to want it back. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like when people talk about manifesting text messages from people. Like, manifesting people in our lives is a lot different than manifesting money or manifesting a house or manifesting general things. Okay. But when it comes to people, a lot of times we kind of do have to let it go. A lot of times we do have to kind of let go of that person a little bit. Like, you don't have to get over them. You don't have to completely forget about them. Do you know what I'm kind of saying? Because it's not like, 17 years is going to get thrown out the window. Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to that, while you're wanting something, they're not. And the way that it works a lot of times when you don't want it anymore, that's when they start chasing you. So a lot of times when we kind of have that energy, and it's not really, oh, I'm going to ignore you on purpose, oh, I'm going to do this on purpose, oh, I'm going to do that on purpose. That's not the kind of energy that you should be in to kind of do that, if that kind of makes sense. So what I really mean is what I really mean is what I do feel is I feel like they are going to end up being apologetic. Maybe not right now in the same sense. But what I really hear, um, and this is, this is like, this is kind of aura talking right now. Um, a lot from spirit too. I feel like your focus upon them not wanting it will change. Like the moment that you stop focusing on them not wanting the relationship anymore is when they will want it. Does that kind of make sense? Okay. Does that kind of make sense? So bottom line, don't pay attention to them not wanting the relationship anymore. Don't pay attention to them not sending you messages anymore. Don't pay attention to that aspect, because a lot of times when we focus on that aspect, that's when a lot of that energy, they're going to sense that energy. And this goes for anybody that you want to manifest, anybody. So if you are feeling as if, you're noticing them not sending you messages, not seeing you, not calling you, not, following you on social media, not doing this, not doing that, you're going to have a lot of that. A lot of that energy is going to be reciprocated, because a lot of times when we're trying to manifest specific relationships with people, even specific people, this goes to the same, and this has been a thing for hundreds and thousands of years, to be honest. Okay, I know they didn't have cell phones back then, but this goes the same way as hundreds of years ago. But your focus upon them not reciprocating is yeah is what's happening. So my thing is, because I feel like they're going to eventually be apologetic in the end, but result wise, I think your focus just needs to shift some. That's what I feel like. Okay, focus needs to shift. So, I'm not saying you have to delete them from Facebook or, Messenger and or anything like that. I don't feel like you should do that. But I feel like your focus upon other things will definitely help you to kind of let go. So when you and a lot of times when we're constantly thinking about that person, um we're constantly thinking about that person, that is also a form of resistance as well. So that form of resistance will keep it'll be like an upstream kind of thing. You want to go downstream, you don't want to go upstream. Upstream is kind of against the current. So I kind of hope that helped. But I do feel like they're going to eventually be apologetic, and I also feel like they are. I don't know when exactly this is going to happen, but I do feel that they are going to eventually be apologetic. All right. All right. So we did Tina. We did Lisa. Oh no. Okay. We did Tina. We did Lisa. I'm going to see if I have any more questions here in the chat. I think I have one from Black Cat. Let me see. People about me and telling me I've caught him. Will things finally calm down for us, or should I just move out ASAP? That is a very interesting question, Black Cat. Okay. All right. So let me see. I have Black Cat, Kathy, and Bubsy is like my backup, I swear. All right. So let me see. I have Black Cat and Kathy up next. Okay. All right. Whoa, lots of questions popping up. I promise I will get to you as soon as I can. I promise I will get to you as soon as I can. So I got Black Cat, Kathy. Signe.
Battery is low.
What in the world? Hold on a second, you guys. Signe is next. Signe. And Lori. Okay. All right. 1 second.
Battery is low.
I swear. Electronics. Electronics. Give me 1 second, y'all. Black Cat is coming up right now.
Battery is low.
Yes, we know your battery is low. We know. Okay. Okay. All right. So Black Cat is next. Okay. All right. So Black Cat, I have caught my roommate lying to people about me and telling me another story. And I've caught. Well, all right. All right, let's see Black Cat. So, can I ask you a question? Do they know that they lied about it? You don't have to answer. Do they know that you know? Do they know that you know? One knows he lied. But do they know that you know? I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that. All right, let's see. Okay, so wait, the one that lied is like M, right? Is that who you're talking about? So So here's the thing. All right. Because I did hear that the truth is definitely gonna come out. Like, I mean, they're gonna eventually um either they're gonna find out that you know, or vice versa. I don't think that makes sense, but they're gonna eventually find out that you know. Um so have you have you have you seen the movie Liar Liar? I don't know why, but like when he's in the courtroom and he's like, and the truth will set you free. Like that's what I keep hearing, you know? Like I hear him in the courtroom like, and the truth will set you free. Like where he's, you know, like where he's revealing the lady's age, or you know, whatever, how old she was when she got married, whatever, you know. So here comes Zeke. um Come on. Come on. Come on. Come up here. So, bottom line, um bottom line. Yo, sorry for my cat's butt. So, bottom line, it's going to come out. Okay? It literally is going to come out. Now, first, the other thing though, I want to say, like, I don't want to say that they would be this type of person. So, what I think like the truth is going to come out and you two are going to have a conversation. Like point blank. It's, it's going to lead up to that. So, what they lied about, that's, I have no idea what they lied about, but I feel like I feel like the truth is going to come out. And I feel like, I feel like the both of you are going to speak your truth as well. And I also feel I also feel um I also feel you think he's scared to let feelings out. I also feel like if I don't want to say it like this, because I feel like he would try to have that conversation with you, but at the same time, um I do feel like he pulls away a lot, not going to lie. And when I say pull away, I feel like pulling away, just having specific conversations, maybe it kind of scares them just a little bit. All right. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, if you know the truth, I feel like you shouldn't be affected by it. If you know the truth, if you know what's going on, I feel like their actions, shouldn't affect how you feel. Their actions, I don't want to say their actions towards you, but don't let them, I'm trying to think how to say this. Don't let them be don't let them be your point of happiness. It's kind of like what I was talking to Lisa about before, kind of, in the last reading. Alignment happens in very mysterious ways when it comes to people. All right. Even Zeke knows. Zeke will tell you. Zeke knows. He's like, oh my God, I'm on camera. So I probably should have stopped messing with it to begin. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I you know what I really feel like, I feel like you should speak your truth, okay? Speak your truth. But let the words be coming from a heartfelt. All right? And I feel like a lot of times the way you speak or the way you approach this individual, I feel like they probably misinterpret it a lot. So bottom line, you'll feel resistance. You'll know when it's resistance because of how you're feeling during the conversation or how you're feeling while talking to them, if that kind of makes sense. But you'll know what's happening because you'll feel it. All right. There's a shift. Zeke, you're kind of making this difficult for me. So so in the end, if it's, I know a lot of people talk about ego and they talk about, this person has a very strong ego and this and that, and their ego is talking and blah 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 blah. I feel like a lot of times ego doesn't really exist. Every single time someone lashes out in general, it's all out of fear. I mean, unless they're really, trying to harm somebody, obviously, but in general, when they're speaking and they're lashing out, it's all out of fear. So, for the most part, it's time to go with the flow. It's time to focus upon things that you do want. All right. It's time to focus upon that aspect when it comes to that person. So think about it this way. What do I really want out of this? What do I really, what do I feel like is happening? Bottom line, damn Zeke. He just he just doesn't want me to. I'm kind of nervous about this candle, though. Okay, sit right there. Right there. Bottom line, though, I feel like no matter what direction you take, okay? I feel like no matter what direction that you take, you can stay, Zeke. What direction you take, all right? What direction you take, they'll move in the direction that you want. All right. Magician is all about making things happen, having all of the tools that you need to make things happen. Now, you can't force somebody to do something that they don't want to, but in general, they're saying you have all the tools that you need. So I do feel like a conversation is going to happen. I do feel like in general, I feel like I feel like there's going to be parts of the conversation that they might avoid, which you can't help, but you'll feel it. You'll be able to tell what's happening. But I feel like that when that happens, you can acknowledge that it's happening, but you don't have to focus your attention upon it. You don't have to focus on that aspect that's happening. Okay. I kind of hope that helped just a little bit. And Zeke really, he loves putting his 2 cents into. We're having fun over here. We're having fun over here. He really is. He's just been trying to. Okay. All right. So, hey, Alyssa. I hope that answered your question. So all right, so next I have Kathy. Trying to find her question. All right, so I have a big move coming up and a lot of your general readings lately. I've felt that you were talking straight to me. Is there anything I need to know beforehand or otherwise? Okay. I hope you're still there, Kathy. Moving right along here. So we're gonna get to. You're welcome, Black Cat. All right, Kathy. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. What messages do we have for Kathy? All right. All right, let's see. What messages do we have for Kathy? Um, I need to ask you a question. Are are you a little bit sad about leaving? Are you like kind of upset or cuz I really keep hearing, is this the right decision that I've made? I hope not. Okay, good. Okay, good. I I hope not. So so I think I think you have the right idea. I'm moving closer to my daughters and happy about it, but a little scared, I guess. So, that's where, a little bit of, that energetic can pop in sometimes, Um and a lot of times when we're scared and we're scared to leap, we're scared to jump, we're scared to, do those things, you know. We're scared to kind of to kind of do that. Sometimes it's like, I'm in transition now. I'm I'm in transition now, so I'm leaving something behind, and you should feel really blessed right now. I want to say that because you're literally you're leaving something behind, but you're also it's like a new cycle has begun. Okay? A new cycle has begun. An old chapter has closed. New books are opening. All right. What more could you ask for, especially during Mercury retrograde? Especially during Mercury retrograde. Um, so for the most part, for the most part, I think the scared part of you is nervous, and I feel like that is completely normal. I think that is entirely and completely normal. Hey, you just like climbed over everything. So, I think the worriedness that you're feeling right now, I think that is very normal. Cuz it's almost like you feel like something's going to go wrong, something's not going to go right in this process, you know? So it's kind of like you're hitting everything. You're hitting all of the marks that you feel like you should hit, if that kind of makes sense. Like you're making sure that you get all the basics before before you move forward. Lisa, he is running the show, I swear. He disappeared again. He'll be back. He always comes back. He loves my readings. So, so I heard, What is this? The first thing that I kind of heard was that quote from Martin Luther King. All right. Hey, music. So, the first thing that I heard was that quote from Martin Luther King Jr. And it's, you don't have to see the whole staircase. All you have to do is take the first step in faith, right? And I feel like you've already done that. And you know, maybe you don't see the whole staircase right now, and that's okay. That's definitely okay. It's okay not to know what your next move is, not know, because a lot of times as deliberate creators, we we definitely sometimes, if we're panicky or, come on, Zeke, I love you and everything, but you're on my stuff. Sometimes we don't have to see the whole staircase. Um, so additional info that you need to know, you don't have to see the whole staircase. They they said you're taking all of the right steps in the right direction, if that makes sense. Because I feel like at times you're a little bit confused, you know? Maybe you're, a little bit lost, what should I be doing right now? Should I be doing something, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Enjoy the ride. I know it kind of sucks just a little bit, packing up, but think of it this way. You get to deliberately create how you get there, you know? Y- think of it that way. You get to deliberately create how you get there, how you get to go there, it's not on a rocket ship or, a spaceship or anything like that, but you're deliberately creating your way there. Does that kind of I hope that kind of helps. Okay. He he jumped down and then, he's going to climb back up here again. I know he is. I know he is. All right. So next is Signe. Is she Are they still here? Exactly. See? Exactly. Is Signe still here? I hope I'm saying that right. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm trying to find your question. How can I help my cat Bianca? Is there something wrong with their leg or something like that? I don't know why, but I saw like a hind leg or something. I could, Okay. Okay, let's see then. No music. I will take a few more questions. I have Signe right now, Lori, and then I think I'll take one more person. Darn. She drools. Huh. All right, let's see. I- Is she kind of picky about, who pets her and who doesn't? Or like who's, kind of around her and who isn't? I feel like she's very selective, if you get my drift. Like she doesn't, I feel like I don't even feel like she lets other people around her too much either. Um, I think this is something that she can't help so much with the drooling aspect. All right. I feel like I really do. I feel like this is something that she can't help as much. Like I feel like this is like a physical thing in her mouth. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it feels like she can't really help it so much. Um, yeah, I figured she was old. Um, but I feel like she can't really help it so much. Um, But you know what the first thing that I really did here when, some of these cards were flying out? Unconditional love. That's what I heard. Unconditional love. Unconditional love, that's what you can do. By the way, music, I'll put you on the list. You're welcome. Um, so, if there's anything that you can do for her, bring her her favorite treat. Bring her her favorite treat. Bring her her favorite toy. Um, you know, there are going to be times where we have animals and we're going to have these creatures around us, and their physical bodies, of course, only go for so long. And then, they kind of leave us. And a lot of times, and every time probably, they'll leave us very heartbroken that they left. So she feels old. She feels old to me. I don't know why, but I did see, I felt a back leg or a hind leg or something like that. That was one of the first images that came to mind. So I don't know, I don't know if she kind of lays down a lot, but I do see her kind of big. Like she's, like I kind of feel like she's roundish. Um so, a lot of times when we have these creatures around us, um they get up there in the physical age, and they pass away. So, bottom line, we want to give them the best time while they're here. And even the last few months, or the last few years that they're here, because you'll look back, even though we're sad when they're leaving. She lost weight. How much weight did she lose? um but these pets and these loved ones, we give them what we can when we can. you know we kind of give back to them the way they have comforted us, the way that they have taken care of us, the way that they have. um I see. But I feel like the whole drooling thing is just something that she can't help as much. So I kind of hope that that answered your question. Once again, I'm also not a veterinarian. I'm not a doctor. So if you do have some serious concerns, definitely recommend to bring your pet to the vet. So should I take her to the doctor? So I'm gonna leave that up to you. I'm gonna leave that up to you. Um, but like I said, I do feel like that is something that she cannot help. All right. So I kind of hope that that answered your question. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. All right. Next, I've got Lori and then music. Okay, let's see. Ah, there's Lori. Okay, I want to see because I did not write down your question. So let me see. Do they have anything I need to know? Do they have anything I need to know? That is so random. All right. Okay. So general. That is such a general question, Lori. So general. Spontaneity. Something like that. I need to ask you a question. Okay. I need to ask you a question. Like I know I've started out like that, but I need to ask you a question because I just want to make sure I'm on the right track here. Did you just like did you just like recently break up with somebody or um like lose somebody or something along those lines? I decided not to leave. Oh, she decided not to leave. too much happening here. I can tell you that right now. Way too much happening here. I need to light something real quick. Hold on. You want clarity? I want clarity. Like I don't know what to say right now. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh like that, but you need clarity. I need clarity too. This is why I just watch and not come on live. Listen, watch. It's fine, come on live. That's totally fine too. So so what I here he comes again. So what I feel like right now, all right? Messages you need to know. um you're you're currently sitting in this what is this? It's like soft spoken energy, all right? Um ow, that hurt. You gotta You're in this soft spoken energy right now. I feel like you're being poked, prodded, not, tortured or anything like that, but you're like, it's like somebody's, testing your nerve right now. Okay. It's like somebody testing you to the limits, to that effect. So I feel like a lot of times um, it's kind of to the point where it's too much. It's too much for people to kind of be that way. I feel like you really don't understand why it is that it is, if that kind of makes sense. Um I feel like you know what you want, and you know how to get it. Um and a lot of times you will really sit in silence and you'll listen. You'll listen to what people have to say. Um for me, I feel like you're like a very soft spoken person. I know I've never talked to you before, but that's the kind of vibe that I'm feeling. Like you're very what is it? You're just very soft spoken. Like people kind of talk to you and you take it all in. But you have your own thing that you do. You have your own agenda that you do. You have your own, you have your own way of things. All right. When people talk to you, it's almost like they come to you and they vent to you. And you kind of take it all in, but you also you give them the advice that they want, if they want it. You try not to really step on anybody's toes. I think the other thing is I think that there has been something that you've really been praying on, you've really been concentrating on, because one of the things that I keep hearing is I want some clarity, and why can't I have some clarity at this very moment? I think that um, you are going to be shown a lot of clarity on whatever it is that you're trying to receive clarity on. Um, and it's just like I was saying before, it's kind of like people kind of look to you for information, for guidance, for, and it's okay to be that person, but a lot of times it's too much. Okay? A lot of times it can be too much. Okay? Don't take on this is messages you're asking. Don't take on um too much at a time. Don't be afraid to kind of do that, because you feel like every once in a while, if it's too much, it becomes too much on you. So when it becomes too much on you, it just you feel a little bit out of alignment sometimes. So I kind of hope that makes sense. I've kind of hope that makes sense, and I hope that you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Man, I just got a chill down my spine. All right. I am definitely sending prayers and loves to you, Lori. So we're hoping for some good news. Okay. Is music still there? That's kind of crazy, though. All right, music. Let's find out if you're meant to make music. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I tease. I tease just a little bit. Just a little, okay? Just just a little. All right, music. We won't pick on you anymore, I promise. I I was just teasing, just a little. All right. Yeah. Da na 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 na. I sound like I have a frog up my nose. I'm not gonna lie. Like, ever since the weather has cooled off, I'm like, you know, ooh. I was taking this. I hope he doesn't claw me again. I was taking this stress class actually, and the stress class was talking about breathing through your mouth and how it's incredibly bad for you and it makes you stressed out. I was just like, well, I snore, so how is that going to help? You know? Oh, I did. Oh, well, you're welcome. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, music. All right, music. Music for you, but it's not your profession. Straight face. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. 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 Gotta go. Gotta go right now. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Why do I hear that song in my head? Oh, that almost flew right in the candle. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. I want to ask you a question, music. First things first. Do you have a really interesting boss? Because I kind of, and when I say an interesting boss, like, do you have a boss that really kind of puts maybe too much of a workload on top of you? Let me ask you that. Zeke says, but I kind of feel like, what I kind of heard was more money. More money I want to raise, more money I want to raise. Um, Something along those lines. But I also feel like you have people in this industry that really don't want to do. I feel like you have people that don't really want to do what they're supposed to do either. Or they just, they don't want to do, they don't want to do their thing. They don't want to, they don't want to. they don't want to work, or they just, I don't know. Um, but I also heard more money or a raise, or something along those lines. I think that's something that you're kind of pushing towards right now, in that aspect. Um, but I do feel like the workload is kind of, I think they give you a lot because they trust you. They put things on you because they trust you, if that makes sense. Um, so whether you stay or whether you go, um, I think that is I think that's an energetic thing that you will most likely decide for yourself. But for the most part, I feel like you're going to have, if it comes down the road where you're like, I think eventually you're going to, I think you're going to decide for yourself. Right now, though, like you have um, this energetic thing where it's like you're you have the ability to like manifest two other opportunities. All right, because I did hear the number two. Okay. But for the most part, um I just keep hearing I want more money or I want to raise, if that kind of makes sense. So I think that you're going to have opportunities. I think you're going to have about two coming down the pike that might spark your interest. Um, so, bottom line though, when it comes to jobs and stuff like that, I had opportunity to start a new job but didn't take it. I wonder if I made the right decision. Okay, so you can't focus on, things that have already happened, because a lot of times when you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to stick with something, you're trying to stick with the general things that you're looking for, if that kind of makes sense. Okay. So think about this, when it comes to making those choices. Okay. Think about the general things about this, about the position. How much, how much money do I want to make? Um, where am I going to live? Is this job going to bring me to another location that I truly desire? And if I move, these are the things that I want in a home and where I'm going to be living. Like, I want a really big backyard, or I want a pool, or I want this, um if it gets confusing like that in that aspect when you are trying to make the right decision, look at the general things that you want when you make the right choice. So you didn't pick that job because you didn't feel in alignment with that, if that kind of makes sense. Okay. So try not to focus on making the right decision, or, things that have already come and gone. Cuz I did see two opportunities coming, okay? So I think that you should pay attention to a lot of the things that you're generally looking for, if that really makes sense, before making your final decision. Because a lot of times when we focus on you know or it does this too, or writes down all of the general things that she's looking for before she makes, the right choice, Um, so, and that, that's even job aspect as well. Write down all of how much money do you make? Or how much money you're going to make in this position? What is it? Do I want to, do I want to go to school as well? Do I want a retirement plan? Think of some of those general things. And if it's, if you're past that and you're looking for specific things, go for that as well. Because if you're not focused on some of those things, you're not going to know which direction to go to. And the universe will keep throwing things at you, and it'll keep throwing things at you until you kind of decide. So you really have to focus on how things are kind of generally feeling. And I kind of hope that I answered your question. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, you guys. So, so, um, my head is still cut off, but it's okay. Um, all right. So I'm going to wrap it up there this evening. I have fun doing these. Of course, we'll have, more deals happening during the week and stuff, questions, questions and stuff like that. So, um, those are fun too. I might do like, next month. Next month is Halloween, and I really, when I was a kid, I used to watch, yeah, this was fun too. When I was a kid, I used to watch, Amityville and, all of the Halloween movies, especially Amityville. I used to watch that with my grandmother when I was a kid, and it used to be on. And actually, back in the day, I used to live in Florida, so um, I remember, what is it, the WB, or just in general, they had this one channel that would have all kinds of Halloween movies on, and it was the old ones though, like Mike, Halloween, like the actual Halloween movies with Michael Myers. And that's actually coming to an end next month. I think they're gonna have the last movie, Halloween Ends. So there's that. But I always had a good time doing that. So I might do some, Halloween readings, or, something along those lines. We'll do something. We'll do something fun next month. So because October is coming very quickly here in the next few days. So actually, when is October 1st? October 1st. Ooh, October 1st is this Saturday. So, maybe we'll do something this weekend to kind of, celebrate October 1st. We'll see. We'll figure something out. But I'm gonna wrap it up there, you guys. And I kind of really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoy, doing these, of course, So I'll see you guys next time, probably tomorrow evening. We'll do something, of course. All right. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their evening. Please stay safe and stay humble, stay blessed. All right. But I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Everybody, take care. All right. Bye for now. Absolutely. Absolutely.